guys after
fucked
me?
up. I think I was
Mine
before
looked
you.
right on.
I'm gonna go
Mine
1, 2, 3, clap. That's what I'm gonna do. Okay.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, clap. Wait.
Did we get it?
I think there's just a delay.
Okay.
It's just a delay.
A delay with me?
I think
You two are
just 'cause
different than
we're-
me. Are you guys looking like you're the same with me?
Yeah.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. Well, as long as you guys think you are. That's all.
I clapped when you clapped. I clapped this exact same time.
Hey, get that producer working, man.
It's
Just-
fine. Are we
yeah.
recording? Yes, we're recording.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so I do have a story. So
Here we go.
my grandma used to go to like the department stores or whatever. And you know how they used to have, even like at Sephora, they have like the lipstick out or whatever, and you're supposed to take the thing and put it on a little Q-tip and then like apply it to your lips. We were in the middle of like Higbee's or JCPenney or something like that because we weren't fancy.
Ooh, Higbee's.
I don't-
I don't remember that story, I gotta be honest.
And she would take the lipstick out of the thing and like say she would roll it up and she would go, oh.
Okay.
And lick the entire thing on her lips. What the fuck? And then she'd put it back because it was a sample.
Did she have just a wandering tongue? Like why
I mean,
was it out
maybe, but
there?
I don't, because she was older.
And I'm
Yeah.
assuming a
I
lot
think
of
she just
herpes
didn't
as
feel
well.
it anymore. Like,
So it was like,
Yeah.
yeah, like she just didn't, like the tongue was just out. That's
Yeah.
what I was saying. When people put on lipstick and they don't know the face, like when you're in the mirror and you're like, oh, I can, but who knows what you look like when you're like just quickly putting it on.
Yeah. How about you,
I
Andres?
could see that.
How do you feel?
When I use my lipstick,
Hey, don't act like you don't, buddy.
I don't, my friend. These are all
Natural.
They're all peachy
Mhm.
naturally. So what are we drinking this evening? So
I'm-
we got pretty
I'm
festive.
doing a
Are
mixture.
you festive?
We have
I'm doing a
Christmas
little mixture.
drinks.
I'm doing a little maple cinnamon tea to start off.
With?
Okay.
Mm-mm.
But have you
Then later,
poured-
I'm gonna serve myself a little eggnog, and I'm gonna spike it with a little bit of whiskey.
Well, I was
make it
gonna say,
Christmassy.
is the whiskey already spiked in that hot tea?
No,
Or a
no,
hot toddy?
no. First,
Oh.
I wanna be sober for the first
Oh.
couple minutes. Yeah,
Oh,
that's my goal.
Melanie, what are you drinking?
I'm
You got
drinking
a nice martini going.
a very festive drink. I'm drinking a vodka martini with green olives with red pits.
Dang, girl, you gotta
I don't
give me
think
that recipe.
Super
Does that
Christmas.
qualify? Wait,
What? It qualifies. I'm wearing
Okay.
2 Christmas shirts right now, and she's wearing none. So let's just.
None. Well, let's
fired.
discuss.
I'm red
So
and
I'm
green.
having a. Yeah, you are.
you've been red for a while now.
Yeah. 2019, I think it went red. 2020.
So
It was a-
Brooke, what are you drinking? You're drinking
What
a
are you
lot
drinking,
of holly. A lot of holly.
Yeah, I got a lot of cheer in this cup. It's a vodka soda
Of course.
Uh-huh. With?
with whatever leftover cranberry and rosemary I had from Thanksgiving.
Nice. Good
Real
stuff.
cranberries?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't just put like a scoop from the can in there?
No, real. No, I make my own cranberry
Ew.
sauce.
Wait.
Okay.
Oh, I was like, I thought you were gonna say you make your own cranberries. Like, wow, you gotta plant them.
I got a
Make them.
tree in the back. It's
You got
right
a tree
over
of
there.
cranberries? I'm sure you do.
Hell
I don't
yeah.
know if they grow on trees.
I think it's a bush.
think it's a
Isn't
bush.
it a bush?
She's got a green thumb, that one.
You just wanted to say bush.
That's
I
all.
love Bush. It's great. It's a great band.
So,
It
as
is
you
a
all
good
know,
band.
even though nobody really listened to the first season,
They listened. Actually, Andreas was.
it was a hot seller. We had a couple.
Hot
yeah,
ticket.
it was
Oh,
good.
there
It
you
was
go.
a hot ticket.
There you go.
This is Andres Clemente.
Yes.
Or undress.
Andres.
Oh,
He is a fantastic human that lives in Panama. He's Venezuelan. Not that it matters.
I am.
It does matter.
It matters.
It does because
Did we talk about the fact that every time people I say from Venezuela, they always go from Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Yeah,
Yes.
did we mention
yeah.
that?
When you were in college, right?
All
Everyone
the
was like,
time.
"Where are you from?" And they were like, "Venezuela." And they're like, "Oh, Minnesota."
because they don't hear
Like,
outside
no.
of the 50 states. That isn't a
It
thing.
happens. It happens.
They still say America. Like when I first moved down to Panama, they were like, "Where are you from?" I'm like,
Yeah.
"America." They're like, "So are we." I'm like, "Oh, I'm an
Exactly.
idiot." Meh. Yeah, we're not from America because we're all from America.
From America. From
America.
Yeah, we're from
America.
America.
But you are a radio host. You are.
Not anymore.
Oh,
Damn.
Yes.
well, I'm gonna.
Yes, I have left the the arts behind. I gotta be honest, the whole year. I
Well,
haven't done anything.
you had a baby. I was gonna name
I had
like
a
3 more
baby.
things that you could tell me you don't do anymore.
I know. Thank God I interrupted. No, I haven't
He
done
was
anything.
like, just don't. I do nothing.
I do nothing right now.
I dad
For
and
now,
market,
we
and
all
that's what I
take
do.
breaks, baby.
Yeah, I do nothing. Oh, I do the radio movie review every other week at Jerry's. I think that I still do that. That's my grasp.
Oh, good. That counts.
At radio something, yeah.
Oh,
But,
good, because that's why we have you on.
Oh, there
I'm
you go.
Glad that
God.
you still do that.
I still do that, yeah. I don't post anything, but yeah.
So, what is going on? When did this taking a break start? Was it sort of like, you know what, it's too much, I can't fucking focus? Because believe me, we have this on a regular basis, and we each did take full time away, where we were like, we can't. But
I remember you guys were like took a step back, and then you, once the kids started growing, you were like, let's get back into it. But I after a while, I started my own company. I started my
Yeah.
own company like in a year and a half ago, and I didn't want to quit my job because I needed some income, and you know when your company
Yeah.
does not bring in money, so I had
Yeah.
2 full-time jobs, and I could not, and the radio wasn't really producing a lot of money, and I was like, I had to make some tough decisions, and I left the radio show.
yeah,
And then the acting thing, I have a lot of time on. Like, I just finished when you wrote to me with the Zoom. I was still working, and I was like, "Oh shit, am I late?" And I still had an hour, but yeah, I'm working nonstop, and that takes away from doing the arts thing.
what is
And the
what's your new company?
Yeah.
I do. I open up a certified by the government company of e-billing. You know that Panama is moving from printers to actually sending the bill over email.
Holy
And
cow,
I opened a company that's certified in doing that. So
that's fantastic.
it
Hell
is.
yeah, get in.
It's a lot of work.
Get in now.
Yeah, of course it's a lot of work, but you're very tech savvy too, so that's great.
I hate it though.
You do.
You know what I noticed? I love the job and stuff, but you know what I noticed? I'm not good at taking complaints.
What?
I hate.
You're like
I'm
human
the guy-
resources in a cute little bow.
I want to murder somebody.
Yeah.
They just keep calling like, oh, this is not working and this is not working. I'm like, dude, I am the owner of this company. Call somebody else. But because I started the company, me and another guy, and I started selling that way, they always call the guy that sold it to them. So I'm just getting calls left and right all the time, and
Yeah.
it's not fun. I'm not great.
That's
I don't
really
have
hard.
So did
I don't have the
you
temperament.
Did you leave your marketing position?
No, I'm still at that.
Oh,
That's
you
why.
are.
That's why I don't have any time because I'm doing both things at the same time.
What's the name of the new company?
Satcomla.
Sat-
Sat as in satellite, com as in communications, and La as in Latin America.
That's awesome.
There you go.
That's really good.
I really
Congratulations.
like that.
Thank you. Let's hope it works because I need that money.
I know.
Hey,
I need that money. I got this baby that's sick all the time.
poor
Those bills start adding up.
baby.
Yeah.
That baby had that. All that are the respiratory.
Yeah, the
stuff
SCR.
that's
It was.
How
going
did you
on
know it was
right
that?
now.
What did they test? How did they do that?
It's horrible. We took her to a pneumologo. I don't know how you translate that. It's the guy who just is aware of the lungs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
He's a pediatrician.
Pulmonary.
That is exactly that specializes on the pulmonary part of it. And we took her, and he like gave us the signs. Is like if she's having trouble breathing, you will see her breathing hard, and her ribs will show
Like
because she's making an effort.
How old is
she's
she?
making an effort.
yeah,
She's now 5. She was 3 at that time.
months.
Yes, and the
Months,
problem
yeah,
is
we're not
at
talking-
that,
yeah.
at that age, they
Scary.
cannot breathe. They cannot breathe through the mouth. So if they're
Right.
clogged up with mucus, they can't breathe.
Yeah.
Oh,
So we would be
baby.
constantly getting woken up by her not breathing and,
Yeah.
and coughing, and yeah, it was super scary. We took her in. They told us the moment we walked into the doctor, he saw her as like that child needs to be hospitalized, and we went to the ER. They hospitalized us for 10 days in the ICU. My wife stayed the whole time, 'cause-
Yeah.
Fucking Andres.
and it was awful. It was really
Oh,
rough. Yeah.
buddy.
Thank you.
That sucks, man. I'm so sorry. Jesus.
It's been a weird year.
Yeah. And how is she doing now?
Oh.
What's her name? Tell us her name again.
She's better, Amaya.
Maya.
Amaya.
Amaya.
Yeah,
I love that. And how is she doing now?
And you,
she is fine. She is sick again. Both her parents have COVID.
Andreas. you
Where's the
just
baby?
found
Is
out
she with you guys, or is
No, she's
are your
in
parents?
her room.
Okay.
No, she's in her room. But it's not fun.
Yeah.
It's not great.
You guys can't be.
How are you going to do that?
Yeah, how does
are
this
you gonna
work?
do that?
just good masks and hope to die. Like they told
Yeah.
us, if that old of baby, if the mom has it, the baby has it. There's like no
Yeah.
going away from that. Like my Alex is still breastfeeding. Like
Yeah.
it's not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not something we can avoid. We keep wearing masks, hoping, but
But how is she doing now? Does she seem like she's sick, or does she kind of like?
no, she's
getting-
sick. She's sick because she got sick again from her older sister with another virus,
Got
not
it.
COVID.
Yeah.
So she has a light cough and a lot of congestion.
She's gonna come out of this with an immunity of steel.
That's no
I'm
shit.
You realize
assuming
that, right?
the amount of stuff we give her, we are a pharmacy and
Yeah.
it's
Well,
ridiculous.
but as many like sicknesses as she's getting while she's building an immune system as just a human being, she's gonna come out of this
Because
and be
she's
like,
literally she's fighting in there. All of them are fighting all this stuff off, and so they're
I
gonna be
hope
like,
so.
we're like maniacs in here. Yeah.
I feel super bad because the last couple days Alex had COVID. I didn't have COVID, so I had both girls. Gotta be honest, lost my patience a couple times. Yelled at a 5-month-old baby.
No, this is normal.
I mean,
No, that is so fucking hard,
Like
Andres.
me screaming at her was the moment you do it, you like, okay, and then you figure out what am I doing? That
Yeah.
makes no sense.
It's hard though. It's allowed to be fucking hard.
it's stressful. Hell yeah.
You're allowed to take ownership of that. That is valid. It is fucking
You know
hard.
one of the issues is the 5-year-old. You have both had 5-year-olds. She keeps asking stuff, and if you don't answer, she will keep asking.
Yeah.
Daddy, why that? I'm like, baby, not now. No, that's not a valid answer.
Right.
Yeah.
I said, what was that? And then she keeps going until I lose my shit, and I'm, shut up.
Listen, they're not going to remember these 14 days. You can be as crazy as you need to be to get through this. They're not going to remember it.
Hopefully. 'Cause-
Gray's like that. So Cece was never like that. She just like I would be like Cece, and she would just stop whatever she was doing. She was very well behaved and listened really well. I'm sure she has weight issues, but Gray will say like, "Well, when I go here, I want to go here," and I'm like, "No, we can't go there." Okay, but when I go here, can I tell you right now? And it, like over and over and over and over.
yeah,
I'm
and
like,
over and over again.
Grayson.
Murder.
I don't like to yell at him because he's so cute, but fucking
Let me
Oh,
just
yeah.
tell you, I have
You have 3
teenagers
boys.
and a 10-year-old,
Yeah.
and it only evolves into this. It's just a more logical repetition, but it's still there. Like Kai did it to me yesterday. It was the same thing. And my 16-year-old in the car, he literally said the same thing.
Mom,
He's like,
Mom.
can we roll? No, can we roll the windows up? I've got 2 other kids in the car who I'm talking to and giving attention to, and he's going, can you roll up the window? And I'm still talking to the other kid. So before I can even process what he's saying to me, because I'm driving a car as well,
yeah,
talking to a kid in the back, he asked me again in my pause, like my brief,
you took a breath.
before I kept, can you roll up the window? And I was still like, and then he's asking me a question, and then I go to like do it because I'm still talking. So I didn't go, yes, dear, yes, one moment, please. And to roll up the window, I just started to go for the window. And then he's like, can you roll up the window, please? I was like, I am!
You know what drives me insane? Alex taught Bella, the 5-year-old, how to use the Apple TV remote. Huge mistake. Because
Oh.
now she's like, Daddy, I got it. And that I got it can last for days. Like she just goes through everything. I'm like, not that. And you're like, Bella, I'm gonna put on whatever we're gonna watch as a family. Nope. I got this.
Oh my
let me-
God.
I'm looking. And we can go at least 20 minutes with her trying to like go around. And they have this thing that they don't measure their strength. So they press that button
Yeah,
like
yeah.
it's and they break everything.
Yeah.
It just everything breaks. It's
I'm
Yes.
so sorry. I'm not laughing because I'm laughing. I'm laughing
No,
because
no.
I my heart is breaking for you. I
you
get it. I'm still
I'd
in it
rather
though.
laugh. I'd rather
I don't-
laugh than cry.
I don't have the infant, and I remember like even when we were gonna get pregnant with Gray, we were adamant we were never having any more kids. That's fucking it. No
I remember
way.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
never. And then we got to a point where we were like, not because we wanted one. No offense, Gray. He'll never listen to this. It's fine. But I kept thinking like, well, I don't want Cece to be alone. Like, I don't know if something happens to us or whatever. Like, I don't want her to be alone. And so we're like, all right. And we were like, listen, if we're going to do this, we know the first 2 years fucking suck. They suck. And until they walk, it gets a little bit better once they walk. But like that first year, you're scared of everything. Every infection is fucking life-threatening. It is so fucking scary that first year. You're checking their breathing all night, even when they're healthy. Like, it's crazy. And then you get through the first year and like they're walking, they're a little bit more independent, but now they won't fucking stop. And then once they're 2, it's like, oh, you're like a little human. This is great. Come on with me. Yeah.
There you go.
I don't
remember
know.
when
I liked my kids earlier, and then when
Did
they
you?
hit 2, 3,
I hate
was
babies.
like,
Yeah.
I had a really, I had a
I
hard,
hate-
well,
I hated 4. I hated 3. Sorry, 3 was the worst.
You hated 3?
I hated 3 so much.
Oh. Well,
mine was around the 4 or 5 range. I mean, it's cute, but I think it was each kid is just different, right?
Yeah.
So I'm trying to remember now. I'm like, well, but Sevi was good till 4. Kai was like difficult and still is. And he gets easier now. It's a little more logical, and he is really fun to be around, and like we have good conversation. But when it's hard, when
It's
we're
hard,
arguing,
yeah.
it is hard.
I remember when you let us know you were pregnant with Kai. You were in
no,
Panama.
7.
Kingston.
Kingston, yes.
Yeah, he's, yeah.
Yes.
My
I
little.
Remember
Yeah,
how
you were
she
little.
ruined all of our
Kingston's
shows,
just-
Andres?
I know.
I know.
And I remember when she found out it was a boy. She just wailed for
And
like
then I
a week.
and then I cried because
Yeah.
I cried.
Oh
Yeah,
my God.
that happens.
That was
Yeah,
hard.
I cry.
Congrats, Kingston.
Well,
But you
him
know
and
what?
Cece are gonna
Kingston
get
is my
married,
easiest
so
child.
Is
Yeah,
it?
but he's my easiest child. He's wonderful. And
Yeah.
my other 2 aren't. But
Does
just
Kai
that
and
I
7
think-
remember Spanish by any chance?
Not really. Kai has taken Spanish. So being in high school now, he's done Spanish 3. Like he's done with his high school and college requirements as a junior already.
Oh, nice.
So, but he can. He just doesn't really. But no, Sevi doesn't remember.
he was
hardly any of it, but I've
little.
been making them do Duolingo. Like
Okay.
and because he's going to take Spanish over the summer and then into school. I'm like, you need to like brush up. And then I was like, hey, you Kingston, you actually have a Panamanian like citizenship. You need
Yeah.
to learn some Spanish.
What about Matt? Matt fluent in Spanish?
Jesus Christ.
Of course.
No, he wasn't even when he lived here or lived there.
I use my Spanish
best
a lot,
was-
actually. I will tell you,
You
what.
were probably the one that used it
Yeah.
the most. Yeah.
Yeah,
'Cause you-
well, it was
you did-
from the plays
theater.
and the
Yeah, you
TV
did
and
theater.
stuff too. Because when we were doing the TV stuff, or we were doing the TV show that we had, what was that called? El Ñeque.
I don't know.
Noticias.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
And then all of our scripts were in Spanish at that point, so I had to learn. I had to learn fast.
How are you
Didn't-
guys doing with
didn't
the
used to.
theater though? You put on some good shows last year.
We
Are you
did.
doing anything?
We put on some good
Yeah.
shows last year. We were testing out a few theaters. We have a
We
theater we
already- yeah.
like. It's our first choice right now, but we're still kind of looking around. We're gonna do Fringe.
I like it a lot.
She does. We're gonna do Fringe in June. We're gonna do Keep Me.
Oh, nice.
For
I
Fringe,
love
'cause
that.
we
Doing
wanna-
rewrites, so
Yeah,
Oh,
we're
that's
doing rewrites, but we're gonna do that for Fringe Festival, and then we have another producer who's coming in to help us. So we're gonna do all of our build up to Fringe, meaning we're doing all of the meetings and all of that stuff to get Blind Toe name in there, so that when
There you go.
we'll have our season
Blind
lined
Toe
up,
players,
right?
You down with BTP?
Is that a thing?
Yeah,
Is
Yeah,
that
you
she's
know
gonna say that
me.
every time, Andres,
Every time,
Jesus
and I'm gonna
fucking
go like
Christ.
this and hype it up.
and I'll just stand there like this
Yeah, you look really,
for the
really
next
authentic.
40 years.
Yeah.
So
I did.
we have a theater, but we're building our season right now, so that
Okay.
from January to June, well, to May, we'll be able to then start doing the networking process of like, this is what our season would be, and we have to look for investors and da 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 da. And then once they see what we can do with
That's the
Keep
worst
Me,
part.
I know
We have some money though right now.
Oh, nice.
We have some investment
we do,
for the first show.
we do.
And so the idea though is that the first show is successful, profitable.
So people then go, oh, I
we
trust
didn't
them.
know. I'll invest again since
Yeah.
that one was so.
I have the rights for Rock of Ages, but I don't think we're gonna do it. We have the rights for Rocky
Yeah.
Horror, but I think we're not gonna
No,
do
we
it.
don't have rock. We don't have Rock of Ages.
No,
You
what
can
do we
scrap
have?
it. Scrap it.
Oh, we have
Scrap
In the
Rock of
Heights.
Ages.
I'm not gonna do it.
Scrap Rock of Ages.
No, I didn't get Rock of Ages rights. I got In the Heights rights.
Got it.
But I'm not gonna do it.
After the movie bombed, I'm pretty sure it was not that expensive. Ooh, shots fired.
Yeah, but we're.
I'm
we're
white.
Not Latinos.
I shouldn't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good call.
Yeah. I was like, I got the rights to In the Heights, and then we were like, go, white girl.
Yeah.
Maybe we
We're
just
white.
don't do that one. So
It's a good call. It's a
we're
good call.
getting
Smart.
we're getting our season ready. so that while we're doing all the networking fun stuff, though, because it's all workshops, but you're all around the same like-minded industry people.
Okay.
So it isn't networking like you're going to a party. It's networking like you're going to speeches and you're going to like producer meetings and all
So
that kind of stuff.
you're building your own theater guild over there. A little bit of group. Yeah. It's awesome.
We have a nice little network of folks,
We do.
designers and choreographers,
People that know more
and
than we
have a
do and
choreographer,
like
but
do
yes.
lighting grids way better and like design way better
and sound design and
yeah. We're
and
building
stage
our little.
management and we've got
Look at you
we have
guys.
a little cohort.
I know you guys took a break and now you're just full throttle, man.
And then we
I
take
know.
like a couple days.
That's what
and
happens,
cry,
Andres.
complain to each other and cry,
Yeah.
and then
We
and then
suck.
get
Should we
back
just
on it.
stop? Let's just
God, nobody.
let's just be
nobody
moms for a
likes
while.
us.
Nobody
Yeah.
likes us. That was my whole week
I
this
rem-
week.
When I
That's
when
a
I
whole
had
other
the when I had the podcast, I would continuously refresh, see how many people like refresh.
That's not
Refresh.
okay, Andres. You
Refresh.
got to do it for you, baby.
No.
Yeah.
Not me listening to it. Me at the page seeing if
Oh.
I had new listeners. No,
Yeah.
I would not.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
wouldn't
I don't
add.
even.
I don't even
You know,
look.
some-
I
I
don't
don't
even.
even-
Sometimes I don't even listen to our podcast.
Same here. I'm like,
Oh,
I did
snap.
it.
I've done it. I was there.
I was there.
I listen to it like for editing purposes, so I'll take out
Yeah.
things that like we shouldn't say or whatever. But then I'm like, it goes live, and I'm like, it's gone. It's gone. It's like auditions. They're gone.
I think
Yeah.
People hate 'em.
nobody. I think nobody listens to their own podcast. I would
I think it's
maybe
probably
for
smart.
learning purposes. Maybe like,
I
let's try
do
to get better.
sometimes.
Yeah, let's try to get
I mean,
better.
I do sometimes, especially if it was like it was an episode where I wanted to hear how
There was a
how
couple
our
that were
producer
really
cut
funny.
it,
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
and there's funny ones, and like I always like to hear what commercial he puts in because he just chooses and
Which we
Yeah.
have to write more commercials, and I'm into using you for that. If you're not that you have time, but if something occurs
well,
to
you
you
do
and
have
you just want
COVID
to,
right now.
that's true, you got nothing to do.
I'm working. I can't take days off.
No, but if you
There's
think
not
of something and you want to WhatsApp it, just send it along.
Yeah.
Don't
We'll
worry.
give you
It's not-
credit. I mean,
whatever.
That's super important, guys.
But
I
that's the
better
thing,
see that.
Andres, too,
I
is
better see that fucking credit.
You
It's
take
not-
put it
that
at,
break.
like a voiceover at the end, it'd be like
That was
this,
by
This
Andres.
commercial was made by Andres Clemente, and you can find him at.
You can find him at nowhere. I'm
You
nowhere to
can
be
find him
found.
in his room having COVID.
Yeah, you can find him in Panama. He lives there. Look for him. Yell his name out. See if he shows up.
I mean,
Next time you're there, just
genuinely
yell
in
it.
Panama, you can do that, and somebody's gonna
Yeah.
come.
Yeah, and
There's
you come out on
900
your balcony.
Andreses.
Yes.
But we're gonna get to the episode, Andres. Don't worry.
No worries. We're catching up. We haven't
I
spoken
might
in
need
maybe.
another drink.
I think we haven't spoken in since I was in LA, probably.
I've talked to you,
That's stupid.
but yeah,
Yeah, I haven't talked to you.
I-
That's really dumb.
on-
I knew
on
about the
purpose.
baby.
I did not know about.
You
the
found
baby.
out
I
about
was
the
like,
baby
you had a
through
baby?
my wife's Instagram post, probably.
No, I knew she was pregnant. I didn't know when she had the baby. I didn't know when
Okay.
she was due. Yeah, I knew she was pregnant through Instagram, and then I was like, "What the fuck? She's pregnant?" And he was like, "Yeah, we're gonna have."
Yeah,
And you guys,
Yeah.
named her beforehand and all that stuff.
I didn't know anything about it. She just said, "Yeah, we have Andreas on. Yeah, he just had a new baby and something." I was like, "I had a baby."
Yeah.
No, a man had a baby.
Well, he didn't do shit. But
Well, I mean, he
I'm
held it
sorry.
For like 5 minutes.
you're doing it
I'm
now.
sorry.
You're doing
I'm
it
sorry.
now. You are taking it now.
I gotta be honest. I feel I'm great at it. We don't take a long time. 2 months, pregnant, fertile as hell.
pinky
Wait, is that your?
Fertile as hell.
That's your
out?
claim. That's your claim.
Fertile as hell. Fertile as hell.
You can keep saying it.
Super brag. That's a super brag. Women, watch out. Super fertile.
Don't walk past Andres.
The fact that we are even doing this through Zoom is a caution.
Thank goodness.
We've got to be careful.
Well, I've said this 100 times before, actually, because it's just so funny. But every time, Charlie still brings up about how Andres used to spit in my mouth all the time,
Oh,
and he's like, "Are you sure Cece's mine?" Because she has curly hair like Andres. And I'm like, I mean,
who knows?
I guess
sorry,
all the germs could have
close
like
days.
spit in your mouth?
during
your show.
well, during every
your show.
show, Andres.
Yeah,
During
pretty much.
every show.
What I learned though, I remember you used to give us like 5-hour energy shots.
Gross.
Half.
Huge mistake. Huge mistake.
No, horrible.
horrible.
You
Your
gave
brain
it to
is going.
me.
Yeah, your brain is going
No,
at
but we would,
1,000 miles an
Andres,
hour.
you and I
and-
would split
Horrible.
one, and it was like perfect. I had half, you had half.
No,
And then
no.
we
You did
drank
it to me,
vodka
too.
the rest of the time.
No.
I did it. I did it for I
Horrible.
think a show of Rabbit Hole, and I was like, I can't connect at all with what's happening.
Same. We did it for
what the
Keep
fuck?
Me, and my body was like
Uh,
moving before my mind caught
was
up with what
horrible.
I was supposed to be saying. I just remember I
For
was like,
for all actors listening, it's a horrible choice. Do
I
not-
loved it. I felt like I was like, all right, I'm here.
Yeah.
but we were also like drinking.
Heavily.
We during those shows you were
And
doing. I think
smoking.
I was doing. Yeah, we were smoking a lot.
Yeah.
But we used to smoke inside the theater, which is
Mhm.
unprofessional as fuck. But
We smoked.
We all did. Don't
on
fucking blame me.
stage.
we smoked on stage. Yeah.
We smoked on stage.
Well, Andreas, we've talked about this before, but you were such a sweet guy because my kids would have to come to the theater, and I would lay them down, and this was before iPads, so they had their little portable DVD player. You know, that,
Classics.
like- Yes, and they would always watch Looney Tunes, baby Looney Tunes.
Oh, yeah.
And they would fall asleep, and you carry one to the car. And I remember Seven had just been potty trained.
Oh shit, he peed on
He
me. I
peed
remember
all over
that.
him.
Peed
yeah.
on you.
Yeah.
Well, you put him in the car, and then I hugged you goodbye, and I was like, "Your shirt's all wet," and you were like, "Your kid peed on me." I was
Yeah.
like, "Oh my god!"
Andres was like, no.
That's
no,
fine.
it's
You're
fine.
like, "It's fine.
Yeah,
What are you
you're
gonna
a good boy.
What do you got?
You are a good boy."
You're
Thank
a good
you,
He
boy.
sorry.
took pee for the team.
I
That's
took pee
great.
for the team. You peed a bunch of times in theater as well, on stage when you were pregnant. No.
Oh, yeah, she did. She tinkled.
all the time. I was bouncing with a child in my womb, and Mel was like,
5,
"Where's
6,
my
7, 8.
alto?"
Yeah.
Move, Brooke, move. I'm like, shit.
Knee over the belly button, girl. Knee over the belly button.
But then you did the same thing for Rocky Horror, no?
Yes, I was 7 months pregnant during Rocky Horror, and I was doing all the choreography. So I got a taste of my own medicine on myself.
Yeah.
And it was not fun, Brooke, so I apologize.
I actually had a real good time. But
Yeah.
see, that was my third pregnancy, so my body was like, "Girl, I've been here, I've done that."
Yeah.
Like,
And
When
I'm
it's
assuming
ready,
that
it's ready.
It distracted you from being pregnant, I guess.
That's true.
No?
yeah.
I guess
Well,
so.
I mean, Kingston, my whole pregnancy with him, though, was super easy.
Okay.
Like, it was just like,
You
I'm
didn't eat
pregnant?
for a while, though.
I didn't have a good appetite with him, and you know what? He's got all these food allergies and sensitivities, and
Your fault.
like I only
My
gained,
fault.
Like 25 pounds with him. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
that's
was kind of
crazy.
All's fault.
But you were
5
working
pounds,
out.
wow.
Yeah.
25
pounds.
Oh,
Still,
okay.
that's not
Jesus
very
Christ.
much.
Yeah.
That's
I
all
gained
belly.
like 60 with Kai, with my first kid. I gained like 60 pounds.
Isn't he now like 6'7"?
He's 6 foot,
Yeah.
208 pounds, and is a size 13 shoe. So yeah,
Nice.
So, yeah.
he's like a tree trunk.
Is he a sports guy?
Plays basketball,
Nice.
a little reluctantly.
Are they watching the World Cup, by the way? Are they excited about it or no?
No, we live in the
States.
United States.
I mean, you guys...
No, I know.
The
I'm
U.S. is
Went to
doing
the next
well.
round.
I have,
You
I
went
have
to the next
tons
round.
of friends.
Yeah,
I
we
have
did.
tons of friends that watch the World Cup. But
It's-
I
Wait,
don't.
we beat Iran?
Yes.
You did, yes.
Iran.
What? Is that
It's
a...
pronounced
I'm not,
Iran, yeah.
is it?
Soft I, yeah.
Oh, if there.
What's
if there was
Iran?
an Iranian.
Is that
around
Iran
here,
is like
I
Italian.
ran to the
Oh.
store.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
No,
It's
they
like-
get pissed.
My
No, there
Ohio
was
just
actually
came
a-
out.
There was a journalist or something, that Iranian journalist who called out.
Iranian
I think what-
journalist.
Yeah, I'm going. Who called out one of the U.S. players for saying Iran? And
Oh,
he was
really?
like, yeah.
Well, if we
As
have
he-
anyone
as he
from
should.
Iran listening, which is
Iran.
possible,
Big
Iran?
followers of this podcast. Yeah.
Iran.
think
Hey,
so.
listen, we have
No,
Russians.
we have a lot of.
We have
Eastern
Ireland.
Europeans.
We have a lot of Eastern Europeans.
I don't want to be that guy, but Eastern European is not Iran. But
Shh.
let's move
No,
on.
I know.
I
it's
understand.
not,
I'm
no.
saying.
No, we don't have any.
I don't want to be that guy calling you guys out, but
Is that Southern European? No. What?
it's Western Europe.
I'm kidding. All of us are kidding.
Isn't it
We
Western
love
Asia?
every country.
No.
It's Western Asia. Yeah.
It's north of Asia, Western North.
It's South
yes, because,
Asia.
It's
Yes,
North
because
Africa, guys.
I have North African and Western Asia.
Wait,
in my,
where's Qatar?
That is Asia.
Yeah, right. Okay. Yeah, that's Asia. I know what I'm doing.
Western Asia? Yes, I know what the fuck I'm talking about.
I
Are
don't
we
know
gonna
if
cut this,
Western
right?
Asia's a
Are we gonna
thing.
cut- are we
Yes,
cutting
it
this?
is. 100%.
I thought Southeast Asia was a thing.
Well, that's
Western
the thing as well.
Asia would be Russia. No? Is my geography bad? Because
I
it's
think
very
I've
possible.
never
North.
heard somebody refer to that part of the country or the world.
That would be
Western Asia. I gotta be
northern.
honest.
Same.
Yeah, they're
Like, wouldn't
Yes.
Western Asia
Isn't that the Middle East, guys?
Yeah.
There we go. It's called the Middle
Yes.
East.
Western Asia is the
Western
Middle
Asia.
East.
Because
We
everybody-
we just created world peace just now. We did
I'm
it.
telling you.
We did it, guys.
We know exactly what we're talking about. We really stay in our lanes.
You look depressed, living the life.
Listen, we're
You
tired.
know what? I am kind of depressed.
We are. We
Why?
both have had a rough
I don't know.
couple weeks.
No freaking reason. I literally told Mel last week. I was like, I think I have like a mental, like something's mentally wrong with me. Because what
That
reason
sounded
do I
totally
have?
normal the way you said it just now.
Yeah, you're depressed.
She eats her hand.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I go through phases. You know what? I think life is just a lot to manage, and sometimes you just want to go.
Put your head
I'm
in the
done.
covers.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with Brooke. This year has been that kind of year. I've had those moments like I need a break. Should I quit my
Yeah.
job and just move somewhere for a week or a month or a year? I've had
I
moments
know.
like that this year. It's been a tough year and
Oh,
Tough year or tough end of year? How was the?
no, the whole year has been kind of rough. to be
Why do you
honest.
feel?
It's a lot of work. I have noticed that I don't want to slave for work. Like I don't want to slave for money. Like I don't want to be
Yeah.
a slave to the job
Yeah.
at all. And poor choice of words, but I feel burned out. Honestly,
Yeah.
that's pretty much it. I feel burnt out.
Yeah.
Aw,
I'm
well,
gonna tell
it's
you
a
what
lot.
though, and it is a lot, but also having a pregnant wife and then having a baby that was sick, or just having a baby in general,
And
let alone
starting
being
a new
sick,
business.
and starting a new
on
business.
top
You're
of it.
doing, other than moving, you're doing all of the worst things ever in your life in 1 year. That's hard. All of the hardest things. They say moving, starting your own company, and having children are the hardest things.
But
that
then
you
on
could ever
top
do.
of that, having health issues. And
Having
so
health
on
issues,
top of
and then
that
your new
now-
baby has health issues.
Yeah.
But the good news is there is a light at the end of the tunnel, because this can't go on forever. The baby's not going to be sick forever. You're not having any more kids right now. Your
No.
company is already going to find its groove. So
Mm-hmm.
2023 is going to be a good one for you. When's your
I
birthday?
hope so. September 25th.
Libra?
Yeah.
I fucking knew it.
Come
Fucking
on.
knew it.
I don't know anything about Libras.
Libras have killer smiles. They love all of their people until they don't anymore.
That does add up.
But
I mean, I do like you,
yeah,
so I must like Libras, right?
he's totally loyal to people that he loves until he doesn't anymore. Not because he's disloyal, but because once it's over, I'm good. But he's loyal to the people that really like give to him, and he gives back. It's 100% going both ways. You're lovely.
There you go. That's
Yeah.
nice. That's a nice compliment. I'll take it.
Yeah, this is going to be 2023 is going to, plus it doesn't matter. You could have none of that going on. And the fact that you have a freaking newborn,
That's it.
you're burnt.
It's hard.
You're
Yeah.
a crispy, burnt piece of
You're also allowed to live in
chicken
that.
skin.
Like, don't try to get out of, I have to feel better. I have to get in a better mood. You're allowed to just be present in the mess and understand this is the mess right now. This is happening. It's not going to be like this forever. There is going to be every single day, just like it's just not going to be like this forever.
Well, it's hard being in it.
It
And
is.
having that perspective, but I can tell you right now that my kids are older. Like Kai's going to be 18 in a year.
Wow.
yeah,
You know
that's
how
crazy.
sad that makes me. And in fact, we got into a big fight last week, and there, I know he's just a kid. He's 16. He's almost 7. He'll be 17 at the end of this month. But he's, I just feel like there are things that I've planted seeds in him as a mom that haven't sprouted yet, and I'm wondering when it'll happen. And did I miss my chance? Did I water it enough? Do you know what I mean?
That's a lot of
I'm
planting.
at that point.
Yeah.
Well, it's like
No, I understand.
I'm worried because I've got a year. He'll be 18. Now, if he's still living under my roof, like I told him, I was like, I don't care if you're 18 years old. If I'm paying your bills and you're living in my house, then you still have to follow our rules in this house. But, he does the whole thing. Well, in a year, you won't have to worry about it. I'm like, no, I'll never not worry about it. But
100%.
the point is, it's like, it makes you sad. And it makes me think of, like, I went and looked at all these videos and pictures of them when they were little. And I know in those moments, like, it was hard. It was really freaking hard. But I'm like, now, so I noticed with Kingston what I'm doing, and especially with my other kids too, even, but like, I'm savoring all of it. Like, I'm loving them so much to the point where it's a little smothering. Because I know they're like sevens, they're both in high school, and it's going to go so quick.
Does he know what he wants to do? Kai?
Yeah. Oh, Kai is like, look, Kai's going to be fine. He's going to go to school for television and film. He wants to be an editor, but that's only because he knows that he can secure a job and do good and secure a good job. But he does music production for hobby and for fun, and he loves it. And to the point where, because we know people in the industry, we've got somebody who was in Tupac's group Outlaws. He loves Kai's beats, went to the studio, recorded over it, said he's going to be Kai's manager and push his beats out. And so Kai just Kai has so much music.
There you go.
He edited our podcast for us for a brief time right before we got our producer. So yeah, he's like an old soul, right? But he's also still got a lot of walls up, and he's a little, he's like a self-centered 16-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Teenagers are not people. That's true.
Yeah, but I'm not, me, I'm not that type of person. And even when I was 16, I wasn't that person. I was very empathetic. I was always like other people, and like I had it just I was very spiritual, but like on like a metaphysical sense. I just had, and he's just like real linear, and it's just different.
What about Matt?
Yeah.
Is Matt like him, or Matt was more?
100%.
Got it.
100%. Still to this day. And Sevi's real sensitive and like feels.
I do remember that when we were over there in LA with you guys. I did notice that Sevi is the more sensitive of the three.
He's very sensitive. He's got some processing stuff too, like just the way things even feel, and but he's super sweet and musically inclined. He plays piano. I just talked to his piano teacher and was like, hey, he's thinking about doing jazz band. Can you teach him some jazz theory? And he was like, oh man, this kid's so good. He'll pick it up like that. He picks everything up so quick, which was good to hear because I don't see it. Like, what I mean? Because he goes in, he doesn't like come home and practice. It's not like he's like, I'm a pianist. But when I make him practice and I listen to him play, I'm like, that fool is like, he's good.
Yeah.
But I'm not in the practices, so it's not like I see what he's working on. It's not like they have recitals and shit at School of Rock. It's not like
yeah.
He's not doing like classical piano. He's learning like how to play Stevie Wonder's Superstition and shit.
Nice.
That's
and
good.
He does all the like Zelda, the
video game.
instrumentals.
Oh.
Yes, and in Minecraft they have instrumental music, and he's been learning that. And it's freaking
in class?
Beautiful. Yes.
Joe's daughter will be named Zelda, by the way.
Zelda. Oh, he's having
Wait, what?
a daughter?
Joe?
He's having a daughter, yeah.
Oh, my God.
Oh, when did she do?
February, I think.
February 4th?
February 13th?
I would not know.
It's my birthday, February 4th.
Got
It's a
it.
girl, though, right?
It's a girl named Zelda.
So she's safe. Either
better
all the
hope
way
she's an
through
Aquarius.
February, she's safe. Because Aquarius, great. And Pisces, great. So if it's a girl in February, he's solid. Yeah.
Well, what happens after February?
If it's a boy in February, it's fucked.
What about March? What happens in March?
March is still good until it's
Pisces?
an Aries, Pisces, and then you're an Aries. So all the way through, even if she's late, I'm an Aries. So it's great.
I mean,
Yeah.
just kidding. No, Melanie and I are like super connected. We had an astrologer come in and tell us how like balanced out.
Like
how
we're
we work.
almost the same, two sides of the same person.
Yeah.
We literally
what-
need each other to breathe.
We feed
Yeah.
off of each other. We
That
have to,
that
to
adds
live.
up. That adds
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
Right? We were like totally validated.
Yeah, I agree.
It was great.
agree.
We've never had a fight. We've never. I don't even know if I've
stop
ever.
it. No lies.
No,
Never.
I don't even know if I've ever had a bad thought about you.
No, never. And we are honestly, we tell each
that
other
weird?
that. Like sometimes she'll be like, "Are you mad at me?" I'm like, "How the fuck could I ever be mad at you? You're like the only person I'm not mad at right now.
Yeah.
You are seriously.
Yeah,
we just
I
have
don't.
like an understanding, like a deep understanding.
It's
of
weird.
what each other
Needs.
like needs in the moment, or I don't
Which
know.
sometimes
It's
could be
just a-
detrimental because then we forgive each other too quickly too.
Yeah.
Like if I'm feeling lazy and I'm not picking up my slack or something like that, then I'm like, Brooke,
No,
I just need the
literally
day
not
off.
on
And she's like,
Slack.
of course, it's fine. Of course. And then she forgives me and doesn't think two things of it. And then all of a sudden it's a week later and I'm like, oh, fuck, we have a podcast due. We got to fucking get our shit together. Instead of
what
like,
happened with that was me last week. I was
No,
I got
but-
sick, and then it was like
No,
Thanksgiving.
you were
and
fucking
then I was
sick.
depressed, and
this is
it
why I
was the
thought she was
whole
mad at me
thing.
was because poor Andres, he was here for us.
No, I'm listening. I'm
He has
catching up, guys.
COVID. And he's like,
we
"Do
haven't
you
even
see
started really the
Did
episode.
you see his face? He's like, oh, right. This is what it was like for all those years. I just had to sit back and listen to these two bitches.
Yeah, I'm great at just
Do you feel at home?
staying back, listening, making a face
You have
once in a while.
all
yeah.
women in your house. Oh, Andres, I'm so sorry.
No worries.
You have all women, including your dog.
Yeah.
Well,
See,
you
I
know
at
what?
least
I'm going to
got
tell you what. This
Girl
might be,
dogs.
you deserve it. It was meant to happen like this. There was something
COVID.
inside of you that
deserve
needed
COVID.
that female.
So you could go to your room and be left alone.
You know, when
No.
when my wife got it and I spent 2 days doing everything, I was like, I hope I get this shit because I want to get some of
I'm
that.
not. I
wanna-
I want to get some of that.
Some of this alone time.
Some of this. I can't
I
go
had-
out. Oh, I can't help with the baby.
Whew.
That's tough.
In the beginning of COVID, I felt the same thing. I was like, if I just fucking, I had one day. I mean, it was stressful all the way, like in the beginning or whatever. But I had one day. It was like late April or no, it was like May, and we were all inside. No one going anywhere. No one even going into the streets. Like we were just really in, doing whatever. And I walked outside of the bedroom, and it came over me. I'm dramatic, but I'm not that dramatic. It came over me. I just started screaming, where I was like. Just like screaming, and Charlie came out and he was like, "What's going on?" And I'm like, "I just need to fucking let it out because I don't have I have nowhere to go."
I just
And he
need
was
COVID.
like, "Yeah, I just kind of wanted to have COVID so I could have my room to myself." And so I hear you. I never
That's
got that
hilarious.
jewel.
I know it kind of sucks because now I got it and we both have it, so we both have to help with babies no matter what. Like,
Yeah, but she'll have 2 days positive before you are.
that's what I'm counting on.
Yeah.
Today I was like, baby, you should get tested. See if we're lucky.
Just keep
negative.
your positive tests until after she's testing negative.
No, she's
It's
gonna
fine.
be testing.
We
every
weren't
day
going
now.
to tell anybody.
She's gonna be testing every day now. And I'm like, oh, negative. Hey, baby, I'll stay here. You go do your thing.
Yeah.
I got a lot of World Cup to watch and shows to catch up on.
I just
I
need to
got shit
get
to do.
well.
And a-
You need to
and a
just get
commercial to write
well.
for us.
And a commercial to write for us. Isn't it nice having so many wives?
Oh God.
All right.
Well, come over to our house or my house, and there's lots of testosterone going on over here.
I have to say, both houses I went to and visited, beautiful homes, beautiful stuff.
Lots of farts,
No,
and boogers.
when I was there, it was
Oh, no,
all
there are.
very clean and very
There's no
presentable.
light a match.
Very
but it
presentable.
is no joke on both Matt and Charlie's mind on a regular basis of like we're moving them up here. I don't know how we're doing it, but we're moving them up here. So it's
Yeah.
always on a how do we blah, 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 blah. So you're never out of the mind. You may not want to. Once it actually arrives, you're like, no, I have a successful business. Fuck y'all.
I kind of want now to happen, for it to happen like at 60. Like, Andres, we got it, man. Let's do this. Now we're 65.
We're all just gonna retire to like
Just move to
Southern
LA,
Italy
we got it.
together. That'll just be we'll all be done.
You can
and we can
internet
all just go
Charlie's
to
place.
Portugal.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's on our list. All right, let's take a tour. Andres, do you have to go potty?
No, I don't.
Okay.
He
did
pees
you
in
have
the
to take?
corner.
Do you have to go potty?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I
thought
told
so.
you. I told him you've been urinating quite a lot now.
But I went to gastro actually today, and so
Oh.
I'm gonna get all my stuff done. But we'll
Wait,
see.
does your pee come from your stomach? I didn't know that. That's awesome.
What? No. I have so many other problems, Andres.
I went to the gastro guy. Okay.
No, but I have to work on my.
On
You
your
don't
core.
need to hear any of this.
Uterine wall.
I
On your
my
core.
yeah. It's fine.
It's fine.
Your pelvic wall.
I'm an opportunist peer, meaning if I feel it, I want to go. I don't want to get a fucking urinary tract infection.
Can
it
you
sucks.
catch like a full-on movie without going to the? Going to the
Oh,
bathroom?
absolutely. I go.
Okay.
I work with a dog training thing in the mornings, and like
They're training you like a dog.
Well, I'm good at it. It's for a role. No.
she gets treats.
No, but I go from like 8:30 in the morning until 11:30, and I may have to go, but I hold it. Like I have no problem holding it. But that's what I say. I'm an opportunist. Like if I have to go, I'm
And
fucking
there's a
right
bathroom
here.
available.
Like
yeah.
I
I'm
have to say,
going.
kudos to you guys, and I'm saying to all women, urinary tract infections seem like it hurts a lot.
They're terrible. It's
Yeah.
fire fucking coming out of your urethra.
I haven't had a urinary tract infection since I worked at Hooters in
Well-
my early 20s because of the pantyhose.
The
But we
short
used to
shorts?
cut our crotches out. Why didn't you cut the crotch out?
Well, after the fact,
Oh.
yeah.
We had a whole uniform at Hooters where we had to wear these brown pantyhose and then
The
They
short
were
shorts.
under
super
with the
tight.
shorties, and then the they were like tights, and then
But yeah, they're thick
the white
tights. They're not
socks with
just
the white
pantyhose.
sneakers.
They're like a thick, like a dance.
So you
tight.
can't see any like
Almost.
dimples or anything like that. It made our legs very svelte. But we would cut our crotches out because they had cotton crotches, but you couldn't wear underwear because you were wearing your orange shorts like up your butt. So we would cut our crotches out, and then we would cut the toes off
Mhm.
so they didn't stretch down, so you could pull
Yeah.
them up really high, so your vag could breathe a little bit, and then your feet didn't get hot either.
Once my cousin left her daughter sleepover,
Yeah.
and she didn't know her daughter had a urinary tract infection.
Oh no!
So she's about 3 years old at this point, and we put her in bed, and she starts coming out of the room like I gotta go pee. I gotta go pee. By the third or fourth time, I'm getting desperate because I think she's faking it because she doesn't want to go to sleep. And I
Oh.
start like, nope, no more
Started
peeing.
hitting her.
You're not peeing anymore. And
Yelled at
she
her.
and I close the door, and she comes out crying like, my dad always says it's okay to go pee at night. And then we found out she had an infection, and she kept
Aw.
going every 20 minutes. It was hell. And then
Oh.
the moment their parents got back into town, I let that package go. Like, here you go, enjoy
Yeah.
And you had to apologize.
that. Us? Why?
Well, no, she's not old enough to tell.
They
Oh,
left us. They left us the
diseased
Kid
kid.
with the
Do you know Cece used to have urinary tract infections all the time before she was potty
Really?
trained? Yes, when we were in Miami, because we swam constantly. We were in our bathing suits like 24/7, and we would go to the beach and then take a drive home. Like we were just, or we were in dance class, or like she was just always in a leotard, basically. And then she would get urinary tract infections, but she couldn't go potty on the potty. So I would go in there and try to get her to go, and she wouldn't go. So they had to give her a fucking catheter. Three
Oh.
times this happened when
Baby.
she was like 2.5, 3. Three
I
times.
learned a
and-
technique
ugh.
for when we're at the park and she has to go potty. There's the whole thing. You gotta hold the arm thing, and you gotta like sit her so she can like have a place to sit so she can pee.
What?
For little girls, so that they can go pee in the wilderness.
I don't
Make a
know
little-
this
So
trick.
Yeah, it's a little trick thing. I learned.
Tell me
from-
now.
It's a. You use this as a
You
stool.
use your bicep as
Yeah.
a stool.
Well, not so much bicep, but a flabby arm. But
The upper part of your arm, where a muscle should be.
yeah. But yeah, they just sit across and they just go pee.
They don't pee on your arm?
No,
Or like
no.
on your hip or sweater
No,
or
'cause you don't-
anything?
They need the thing behind the knees. I don't know what that's called. Go right up in
Behind
your
the
arm.
knees thing.
Yeah, yeah.
just had a memory
What?
of one of my friends. I won't say her name, but she came and visited me in Panama when I first moved there, and she had one of those little rompers. And she's from New York, so she's like, I don't fucking pee anywhere. She's like, I gotta pee. We had been drinking. We were in Casco Viejo, and there's no bathrooms anywhere. And she was like, I'm gonna pee my pants. I'm gonna pee my pants. She had those short, rompers on, apparently no underwear or whatever. But we finally got to the car, and she's like, I'm gonna pee. And she opened up the car door, and she squatted down, and she pissed. She pissed so much, and it went everywhere. And 'cause she was just squatting, 'cause she couldn't. And she had pee all over her legs. She had flip flops on. It was everywhere. I was like, look, bitch, you in my car. What is
Just,
happening?
Good times.
But I remember I was in the car crying because I'm looking at her, and she's she just.
That's the best feeling though, man. When you just let it
Relief.
go.
She didn't care that it was on her feet. She didn't
No.
care about any of that
Relief.
No.
until
Good.
afterwards.
Yeah.
I always felt like mojitos. I felt like I always had to go pee so bad, and then they had that bathroom that was always
I
an
remember that
outhouse kind of
bathroom.
thing. But yeah,
Mhm.
Yeah, I never had that issue.
where did
Well, no,
you
but
go
can
pee?
you can just
We-
pee
we
wherever the
just go
fuck you
anywhere,
want.
man.
You can pee in. There was a potted
Yeah.
plant
Yeah.
in the bar. You could just whoop it out.
Yeah. We would go anywhere.
I'm thinking about getting, and I know I just told you guys that I could hold it from 8:30 until 11:30 during.
But you gotta go pee.
She's
Go
like, but
pee.
I can't.
But
hold it
I'm
right
thinking
now."
about getting a travel urinal for my car.
Go pee. Yeah. What?
From Wish.com.
Well, yeah, they
You're
also
gonna get
sell
a
them on
what?
Amazon. They're called travel urinals, and they're like a cup that goes up like this,
Yeah.
and it has
I
a
have
bag on the
actually a couple.
end.
Oh.
And it has a bag, so you can tie it off and poop like a
Okay.
poop bag. But you can sit on it and you can go pee, because there are days where what I do. You guys want to know my plan?
Andreas' face.
I stop drinking coffee by 7:30, so that I know that right before I pick up, because we pick up dogs and all this stuff, that I can go pee in a CVS or a Rite Aid or whatever before I pick up the first dog, and that usually I'm good. But if I have coffee, if I need coffee and it's 8:00, or if I want to have a coffee for the whole day, I can't. There's no way I can hold it.
So you
So I could-
schedule your intakes.
Yes, I have to.
Wow.
I'm away from a bathroom. Maybe I do have a problem.
I think you might have a little problem.
You imagine. You invite. Sorry. You imagine you invite Mel, hey Mel, let's have a coffee. What time is it? Again?
I mean, yeah, I have to be
mean-
careful.
She's like, oh,
But if I have my travel urinal with me, I'm fine.
You would look like the crazy astronaut lady.
No
with a
one's gonna
fucking
see
urinal.
me.
You're drinking coffee and
No, I sit in my car, Andres.
underneath the table, you have your travel urinal.
You imagine a cop stopping her hey ma'am, I'm sorry, let me get out of my potty.
I think he would let me
So I
go.
can-
Talking about catheters, I think that's going to be you. So when my parents lived in
I'm not against it.
Fountain Hills, Arizona, which is Scottsdale area. It's even a
Yeah.
little further north.
I've heard it's
where you
nice.
go- It's where you go to die.
I was
Okay.
just going to say that. That
That's-
sounds like the place you go to die.
Yeah. So we would go out to dinner, and there would be an old man walking in, and he'd have his pouch of piss attached to his leg, but
Jiggling.
coming in and sloshing. That'll be Melanie. She's like, I can finally
Listen.
have coffee all day.
I mean, I don't care. I can wear big skirts.
Listen, I've told my wife, the moment I can't go to the bathroom by myself, just kill me. Let me die. Let me die alone.
I'll do it. If she can't do it, I'll do it.
Honestly.
I can go pee by myself, and I just kind of pee all the time because I've had 3 kids. I sneeze and I have to cross my legs. Or if
Really?
oh my God! Yes.
I think it
I'm
was
gonna
a
be
third. I
that-
think it would be the third that broke me. That
I
hasn't
haven't-
happened yet.
Incontinence issues. I'm gonna be wearing Depends and shit.
Jesus Christ.
This is the best Christmas episode ever.
Oh, this is a Christmas episode.
Alex was a
tell
C-section,
by
both
the
of them, so no
sweaters?
problem.
Oh yeah. Well.
Yeah, she just won't be able to pick up her tire shoes when she's 60. It'll be fine. You'll do it for her.
Yeah.
That's fine.
She'll have no core.
No, you'll have
muscles.
soccer knees, so you won't be able to bend over either.
Soccer knees. These are made of steel, baby. What are you talking about?
They will be
And I'm a basketball player now.
Exactly.
eventually.
I'm a basketball player now. That's what I do.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm playing
so-
basketball now.
How's
Because
You have time
of
for
my-
basketball. You have time to write us a fucking sketch.
Because of my height. I switched it up because of my
Right.
height. Yeah.
Okay. I'm
All
gonna pee.
right, I need another drink, people, and then we're gonna get.
Are you
into
okay
the
to wait?
episode.
But I really do.
Yeah, go
even-
pee. We
All
don't
right.
want.
He's
we don't
pouring
want
the
you-
whiskey, so we're good to go on the
Yeah,
Christmas
I'm
shit.
gonna-
We don't want you to use your portable potty on
You
the
wouldn't
show.
even see it.
Yeah.
You wouldn't even see it.
Well, you don't know if I have any bottoms, so we're good.
That's a good point. That's a good point.